Welcome to another devlog video, and this time guys, this is really a big one. So yes, I'm talking about planets. So finally you can land on them and explore them, so they are all unique and procedurally generated. So let's jump right into it. So there is two ways of doing planets. You can either go 2D or 3D. 2D relies on texture map, so it's easier to work with, much lighter on memory and on CPU, and can give you very nice and realistic results when viewed from space. I suppose this is the tech used by the big bugs like Elite, Star Citizen, Space Engine and so on. 3D on the other side is a lot more complicated. It requires a lot more memory and optimization, but this is the way to go if you need interesting terrain up close and you need mining. This is the tech used by No Man's Sky and Space Engineer among others. Now the problem with 3D is that things will get very blurry far away, so it's not great for viewing your planet from orbit, for example. So I created a hybrid technology. So at this core I'm using a 3D voxel terrain, but I am also generating 2D maps that are being read from afar. This is what it looks when not using those maps, so yes, it gets very blurry. So yeah, really happy about that. For the color, I am first drawing a color randomly, then I will form a palette, sometime in a gradient, sometime with complementary colors, and of course using more randomization and some rules specific to each terrain type. Then each planet gets two biomes with their own set of color and terrain rules. Now honestly, for something that basic, I was quite happy at the result. Yes, it's not always good looking, but sometimes you get some interesting color palette. Like this bright pink with cyan beach with very dark rock that highlight the rest. Or this bare one which reminds me of the moon of Jupiter Io. Or this one, for example, with a nice blend of green, pink and orange. The sky is really important to set the mood of a planet, so I went and used a realistic model. The sky will be brighter around the sun and change color near the horizon or near the night to get the natural and vibrant feel. I also added volumetric cloud to complete the sky. It was hard to make it look right without killing the FPS, so tell me how it ran on your side. Water has also been completely redone, so now there are waves and beach will spawn near the shore. So now all planets can have rings, not just the giant gaseous one. Of course you can explore and mine them for ore. You can actually see the individual asteroid from the ground, so it gives you some really spectacular views. They have procedural color, but for now they are still a bit too samey. Okay, if you want to support the game, leave a like and a review on Steam, I would be super grateful. Also quite important, get into the game, explore the galaxy a little and share planet you liked with others. Alright, so let's explore a planet. Let us slowly descend and pick our landing spot, so near this monolith for example. And this one is made of iron. I spotted a nice rock over here, so let's check it out. And this is the rock up close. A bit further down the ground will take a bluish tint. This planet is really quite arid, but I really like the mood of it. There are plenty with a more lush vegetation, like this purple one. Here is another monolith, this time a cobalt egg. I also spotted a few gold veins nearby. Sometimes the terrain will get more extreme, maybe a bit too much. And you can find canyon too, which are quite fun if you want some trench run action. One of my favorites was this one, so the two biomes have a very similar color except for the rocks. So one is bluish and the other one is reddish, and that really gives some funky vibe near a biome transition. There are also some nice forests and beaches all around. Okay, last one I promise, so this one looks like a terraform Mars. When flying, I spotted some weird looking rock around. Let's check them out. A bit higher up, a forest starts to appear. Yes, the view was really quite peaceful over here. Now this was by far the most challenging thing I've worked on. The number of problematic to tackle was really quite overwhelming. I am happy with the result, but I will definitely need to improve things further. For example, adding more variety to props like plant, tree and rocks, especially that are miles off the reference that is No Man's Sky, but yeah, it will have to wait for after the survival mode is released. Because now I have all the components necessary for survival, so mining, crafting, the inventory system, fuel, the mission framework and now planets. So I am gonna get back to work and stay tuned for the next one.